It's always grey. It's never black and white.
Well, I mean, some cases are. Some cases are black and white.
What cases are black and white?
In drugs, well, I mean, if somebody comes to you and says, listen, I'm going to give you this drug and it's going to make you break a world record, and you say, yes, give it to me, I'll take it. He makes a conscious decision to do it without dealing with any...
Well, that's very simple, Ian.
Well, but that's a black and white case.
Yeah,
you asked me for...
Yeah, but what is the case? Who are you talking about?
Well, I mean...
Who are we talking about?
Give you an example of
one
those cases?
Who are you talking about?
Well,
Take this drug, you'll make a world record. I don't think so.
Well,
it looks like that, is it?
Look back at the history of drug taking in sport. I mean, you'd probably know more about this than I do. I mean, do you think Ben Johnson, when he tested positive for stanozol in 1988, do you think he was in a similar grey area that maybe Martin Fagan was in?
Do you think he was the only athlete on the track today that was doping?
Of course, no, never. Did I say that?
No, that's why it's not black and white. That's my point. It's never black and white. Guys do it because they look around and they say, this guy's getting away with this.
Yes,
there are loads of different facts. Anyway, David, sorry, go on.
No. It's hard for the... I feel for Ian here trying to justify it, but
I'm not trying to justify it. That's the thing. I'm not. I'm just trying to interpret it and interpret the bigger issues here. Which, if there's any lesson here, and I think
what is the bigger issue? Is the only issue that he cheated? That's the bottom line. He cheated. He was caught.
He cheated.
Done to the Irish Sports Council.
Yes.
We're all in a better place now.
But why? Are we going to learn? Are we going to be sitting here another 4 years?
What are we going to learn? What is the lesson?
Well,
okay. Can I come in there on that with the lesson? Well, here's a couple of lessons. I think and Martin seems quite contrite.
Sorry, David. No, what is the lesson? Depression.
No, well, listen.
Let's treat athletes for depression because they may cheat. You wrote a piece about your own father at about the 1975 cross-country champions in Belfield, and 1975 cross-country champions in Belfield. And he ran badly, and you quoted him as saying, I was depressed. We all get depressed. Anyone who's ever competed at any level in sport gets depressed. That's never a reason to go and dope for it.
Again, I don't think anybody here said that. I mean, that's not the reason why we. I'm not. Again, it's not for 1 second the reason why.
What is the bigger issue? That's what I'm asking.
The bigger issues that we're talking about. I mean, whether it's financial, whether athletes, are being educated enough. I mean, you mentioned you invited Cathal Lombard on the show. Why isn't Cathal Lombard at any stage in the 8 years since he's tested positive for EPO, come out and try to present a more sort of message of warning to young athletes to say, listen, I made this mistake, don't go down this road? Cathal Lombard has made no effort. Unlike certain people in your sport, cycling.
I actually respect him more for that.
Do you?
Yeah, that he didn't try and sugarcoat it or give us any bullshit.
I don't mean
There's too much of that.
I'm saying maybe just to educate people, like David Miller has done in cycling. People who can come out and say, look, I made this mistake, don't let it happen to you. I mean, that's, again, just an example. If you want to be sort of comparing to, like with like or like with dislike. But I think genuinely, there's a lesson here for us all. There's a lesson here for me as a journalist to this idea of trying to put, the expectations we're putting on athletes now,